I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now.
Yeah.
Before now, Barron Trump has been a source of growing interest in the Trump family, but he has generally seemed elusive, as his parents seem very committed to shielding him from the public. This has made many used to his reserved side, not knowing what his interests are. However, with the recent booming relationship that Elon Musk has built with the family, he made a mind-blowing revelation about Barron, which was subsequently backed by his mother, showing a whole different side of Barron not known to the public. But before we get into all that, let's see how Musk got close enough to the young lad. Elon Musk's proximity to Donald Trump in the run-up to the last U.S. election underlined his very active interest in politics and the way in which the worlds of technology and governance are inextricably linked these days. Musk is a huge force in tech and business, and he proved no different as he took to Trump's campaign trail. Musk started making semi-public appearances on the rallies for Trump, and even undertook some selective outreach to turn out voters in key swing states. One of the bigger outings he made was when there was a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, generally seen as crucial in the electoral outcome. Musk took the microphone and told everyone to vote, extolling Trump's leadership. He was well received, particularly among Trump's base, who saw Musk's endorsement as validation of their candidate's policies. To Musk, Pennsylvania was more than a critical battleground state. He attended the University of Pennsylvania. With his state connections, Musk concentrated a large portion of his outreach with voters there and emphasized several times how important it was. Off the stage, he leveraged his platform X, formerly known as Twitter, to amplify Trump's campaign messages. Musk updated his profile picture with a photo of him donning a MAGA hat, pinned a video in support of Trump, and even linked to America PAC, a super political action committee he founded to support the re-election bid of the businessman. The PAC was involved in organizing programs for voter registration and turnout in the battleground states, including Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Musk promised to give away 47 awards for those who registered as voters in those states. Beyond giving weight to Musk's loyalty towards Trump's campaign, the move showed his ability to invent the traditional strategies of a campaign. Musk's support went way beyond rallies and social media. He showed up backstage with Trump at several events, where he joined the candidate on teletown hall meetings to strategize the engagement of voters. That was much more than casual support. It was an active partnership toward Trump's victory. The influence he had both in public and in private put him firmly alongside campaign officials and members of Trump's inner circle. Despite remaining generally skeptical about a number of policies by then-President Donald Trump, most significantly on climate change issues, Musk proceeded to praise him as a great deal-maker and nothing short of an excellent leader. To many, the endorsement was about shared values for Musk, but some believe he might be trying to help shape policy outcomes that would benefit his businesses such as Tesla and SpaceX. Musk's association with the Trump family really turned out to be something. Musk seemed a good addition to top supporters of Trump's presidency, including media mogul Rupert Murdoch, with whom he was spotted during the 2023 Super Bowl. These social links underlined how Musk joined other influential supporters of Trump's election. All this served not only to raise Musk's political authority, but also to make him an influential actor in the conservative movement. On the other side, Musk's motives and instruments made others criticize him. First of all, his outspoken character almost managed to outshine the whole campaign. Musk was criticized for giving room to conspiracy theories on his platform, which were unfounded and targeted allegations of various misconduct against Democratic politicians. These controversies reopened questions about Musk's role in shaping public discourse and what the implications might be. Meanwhile, amidst the backlash, Musk continued to voice his support for Trump's candidature, promising an environment for innovation and growth under Trump's presidency. Musk's involvement in the Trump campaign constituted one of those moments that demonstrated how powerful tech leaders had become with regard to politics and the new configuration in modern campaigns. Musk brought a platform, resources, and a personal brand to bear in attempting to excite Trump's base and mobilize voters in critical states. He managed to mobilize an influencer endorsement of unparalleled political and strategic relationships. Overall, Musk became a very important ally for Trump and Trump's family. His involvement beforehand underlined business and politics, coinciding with the ability of people with enormous resources and influence to determine political outcomes. While we are yet to see what the ultimate impact will be from this support by Musk, his work for the Trump campaign underlined a commitment to shared goals regarding what the future of the United States may hold. From strategic political maneuvering through grassroots mobilization to endorsement by influential figures like Elon Musk, Donald Trump's path to a second term in the White House cut across them all. This underlined the importance of alliances and new ideas functioning in modern electoral processes. Musk was right in the middle of this story and still is, with Musk receiving a cabinet position in Trump's administration and cultivating a closer relationship with Trump's family. Victory didn't come easy for Trump on the road. Given stern competition and divided electorates, his campaigns have always hinged on the mobilization of key demographics and firming up support in the battleground states. Messages of economic revitalization and American leadership in the world arena also form part of his campaigning tools, which go to the hearts of electorates who benefited through his policies during his earlier tenure. This grew into a powerful echo once Musk's endorsement earned Trump an added layer of credence with the more youthful, technology-adept population and entrepreneurs. Closer to Election Day, Musk's voice got only loud. Not only did he appear at rallies, but he used his platform, now known as X, to voice support for Trump. Posts that were supportive of Trump's policies or encouraged the turning out of voters in the swing states reached millions. The America PAC he founded to support the Trump candidacy had been at the forefront of the effort organizing voter registration and get-out-the-vote campaigns in the swing states. It all paid off on election night when Trump eked out narrow wins in key states, including Pennsylvania and Georgia, just enough to win the presidency. After the election, Trump moved quickly to reward Musk's loyalty and largesse. He announced a new Department of Government Efficiency, whose task it would be to pare back bureaucracy and make federal agencies work more effectively. Trump appointed Musk to head the department along with a former Republican primary challenger as a sign that he would not hold back in bringing in different voices into his administration. He also has innovated with some pretty brilliant solutions to problems, so that fact alone made him a natural candidate for the position. Musk's backers cheered his appointment as evidence of Trump's seriousness about reform and efficiency. That certainly seemed to have drawn Musk closer into the inner sanctum of the Trump family. Musk joined in the Trump family celebration of Thanksgiving at Mar-a-Lago not long after the election. With a guest list full of old friends and allies, the guest list spoke to Musk's emergent status within Trump's circle. A report from the party had Musk sharing stories of the tribulations he has always known in the tech industry and describing a vision for the new government department. This was a testament to the growing friendship between the two star figures. Reactions came amidst curiosity and anticipation on Musk's appointment and how his closeness with the Trump family was growing. A number of people were interested in seeing how Musk would discharge his new responsibilities and whether his innovative way of thinking could finally make a difference that had so far eluded the federal government. Speculation also emerged about Musk's other potential roles in the administration, including rumors about heading departments in charge of issues like technology, infrastructure, and space. It is his exceptional track record at Tesla and SpaceX, besides surviving major challenges, that made him interesting within political circles. Of course, not everyone has been so optimistic since Musk's appointment, and it has raised controversy. Some think that he failed to specify or articulate his political lean towards either the left or right side, and there were too many conflicts of interest regarding this matter. Musk responded by saying that his love for public service and efficiency in governance drives him. Trump supporters believe Musk's expertise would go a long way in modernizing the federal government. As Musk settles into his new role, his relationship with the Trump family continues to blossom. He remained in close contact with senior members of the administration and was frequently spotted attending events and meetings with Trump's children and key advisors. That proximity provided Musk with an opening for shaping policy debates and supporting projects in line with his vision of what the future should be. It also fed speculation about where else he might pop up on a host of high-profile projects and roles within the administration. The public interest in Musk's involvement in politics is an example of a more general trend of the union of technology and governance. His transformation from technology entrepreneur to political figure symbolized the changing face of leadership in which individuals of all backgrounds have significant influence in the making of important decisions on public policy. Musk's role in connecting innovation and government served to illustrate the importance of collaboration and cross-disciplinary involvement in dealing with a number of the complex issues facing society. As the administration wears on, all eyes remain on Musk. He is scrutinized in everything he does, thanks to a great deal of curiosity from supporters and detractors alike about how he would bear the demands of his new role. To many, Musk's insertion into the Trump administration afforded that rare chance to introduce new ideas into the federal government and effectively bring about change. This will test his leadership skills and adaptability, balancing his entrepreneurial duties with public service. With Trump's election victory and Elon Musk's appointment to a high position in his administration, people are eager to see what will become of this marriage. Going a long way for Trump's campaign was supposed to be only the beginning in this new era of collaboration between private and public strengths. With Musk still going strong, deepening his ties to the Trump family, and greater involvement inside the administration, the next chapter of his political activity would be what everybody awaits. Now to what he revealed about Barron Trump. Elon Musk has indeed been growing closer to the Trump family, and this proximity brought him closer to Barron Trump, the most reserved and youngest in the household. Musk's repeated interaction with Donald Trump often put him in contact with Barron, despite being shielded by his parents. This relationship, although private in its entirety, has revealed another part of Barron Trump that the public isn't used to. Among the Trump family, Barron Trump has been somewhat elusive. Through the first term of Donald Trump's presidency, Barron was conspicuous for his low-key nature. While his other siblings are quite actively involved with their father, both in politics and business, Barron was seldom seen in the public domain. When he actually appeared at major events, like the inauguration or on some odd trips with his parents, his quiet presence and calm disposition were in stark contrast with the spotlight the rest of the family was in. This air of privacy was a closely guarded part of his life, fostered by his parents, Donald and Melania Trump. Throughout the Trump presidency, all members of the family, when possible, made deliberate steps to shield Barron from the unforgiving limelight associated with their current political and media position. For her part, Melania has been vocal about trying to give him as normal a childhood as possible under the highly peculiar circumstances. She ensured he received his education and was looked after while in the White House, often foregoing public appearances to stay with her son. As Elon Musk's absorption into the Trump family circle grew, so did access to. Musk, with his incredible wiring to immediately connect with most people, apparently bonded with Barron over a shared interest in technology and innovation. Those close to the family say it's more a function of Musk's availability and seriousness regarding innovative ideas that has thawed the young Trump's feelings for him. It would prove what is already known, being Musk's ties with the family. The sight and mentions of Barron in public while his father was still in the presidency were rare. He came into the public eye on the night of Trump's victory speech in 2016. His sleepy yet stoic expression during it became the talk of town. As the youngest child of a president since John F. Kennedy Jr., Barron would be a point of curiosity at key events. Sightings were nonetheless scanty, often at the annual White House Easter egg roll or one or two state functions. The bubble didn't pop after Trump left office. Each day it seems his parents are doing all they can to shield him from the public and give him a normal life. When Trump won his first term, he wasn't pulled from school to play some PR or even political role, and it seems that they are preparing him for something even greater. That seems to have paid off, looking at how Barron seldom hits the headlines compared to his older siblings, who have been in the spotlight a lot more often. This is something Melania has made sure of in particular, shielding him from the public eye even amidst all the noise during Trump's presidency. But Barron has still managed to draw attention at a handful of major events the former president has held since leaving office, and his surprising height, as he now towers over his father, and poise upon entering any room, have not been missed. Such sightings, though rare, offer glimpses into his growth and maturity as he transitions from adolescence into adulthood. They also remind him of the peculiar challenges he has as the son of one of the most polarizing figures in the world. It has also been reported that Musk drew closer to Barron during the Thanksgiving dinner at Mar-a-Lago. Musk reportedly bonded over topics dealing with artificial intelligence, gaming, and other subjects that are related to technology, showing a more chatty side of Barron that hasn't exactly been obvious to the public. This got further cemented as Musk was seen at most of Trump's family gatherings, which, considering Barron's quiet yet inquisitive nature, gave him time for some meaningful exchange. With Musk becoming a part of the holiday festivities in the Trump household, it goes to show that his bond with the family is now closer than ever. Their conversations aren't publicly known, but many claim to have witnessed how Musk was able to speak to Barron about subjects a young boy his age would have wanted to hear, and they soon developed a personal and intellectual friendship. Meanwhile, Barron's reserved nature continues to fascinate the public, who seem to speculate over his fate and what he may turn out to be later in life. For the moment, though, it seems his parents are keen on providing him with stability. Barron was able to develop at his own tempo away from the stresses of public life. The interactions he has with figures like Musk only tend to signal curiosity and intellect that may shape his interests in the years to come. This public interest in Barron reflects a wider interest in the Trump family and their dynamics. Barron occupies owing to his family's prominence. His rapport with Musk adds another dimension to this narrative, revealing just how his introspective personality is complemented by his quiet and intellectual nature, drawing him closer to people with inclinations similar to his own. As Musk's relationship with the Trump family progresses, there is mutual respect and a silent acknowledgement that even the most stoic of people can make time for bonds amidst the madness of life in the public eye. For now, Barron holds a place as a symbol of quiet strength, a man finding his way through family, politics, and personal growth, with the help of both his parents and strong supporting characters like Musk. Elon Musk revealed one of his most interesting conversations with Barron Trump over this December's Thanksgiving dinner in Mar-a-Lago. That conversation, according to him, ranged from video games to technology to other things, giving Musk some insight into who Barron is, which is not typically seen out in the limelight of public attention. That in itself is a revelation to so many people because, over the years, Barron has managed to build a character, even among the members of his own family, of being reserved, almost quiet, and protected by his parents from mass hysteria. This revelation sparked interest in what type of games young Barron might be interested in. Hopefully, he will be having more open conversations soon, and people are eager to see what is going on in his mind. The Tesla CEO later posted that he was impressed with how the teenager seemed to flow with their conversations and was eager to see how he would perform in the future. Musk commended Barron, acknowledging his inquisitive mind about complex issues. Adding to Musk's account, Melania Trump posted on social media a photograph of the Thanksgiving dinner at which Musk and Barron engaged in what she insinuated to be a marathon conversation. Melania's widely viewed post said the son and Musk talked all night, counter to this public perception of Barron as just too introverted or even aloof. Her candid comments seem to show that Barron might be far more chatty and charming in private than his reserved public image would suggest. This kind of sparked curiosity from the public, who have always wanted to see more of Barron. For years, Barron Trump has remained somewhat of an enigma, largely due to concerted efforts by his parents to shield him from the media maelstrom surrounding the Trump family. As the youngest child of Donald and Melania Trump, he has grown up in a world of unparalleled scrutiny, yet his appearances have been carefully managed. Throughout his father's presidency, Barron was spotted only at a few events. His towering presence and calm demeanor did stir curiosity, yet they said little about his personality. The revelation at the Thanksgiving dinner gave a rare insight into Barron's character. Although he had mostly been described as an onlooker, comments by Melania and praise by Musk proved that Barron was not only articulate, but also immensely interested in the intellectual and creative fields. According to onlookers, it agrees with the tradition of the Trump family to raise ambitious and driven individuals. The perception of Barron being an introverted character might have emanated from the fact that he has rarely been seen in public during his father's time in office. Melania Trump has constantly echoed her sentiments of wanting Barron to lead as normal of a childhood as possible. Such a protective approach indeed saves him from a lot of public attention, which almost always accompanies the Trump family. But on the other hand, it leads to speculation about his nature and what the future might hold. Before now, many have been showing interest in Barron's choice of fashion and the likes, making him a sensation of his own. The comments from Musk and his mother seem to have intensified that interest. Many flocked to social media because they were in awe and were curious to know more about young Trump. Many started to think that perhaps Barron was the smart one in the family, while others simply found this side of him so interesting, wondering what he would do with his life. The dinner talk had become the talk of the moment, with many latching on to set narratives regarding Barron's reserved nature. The growing interest in Barron Trump is, however, not a new interest. These Thanksgiving revelations just made it louder. Since being born into a family filled with larger-than-life personalities and interests, low-key Barron has kept making impressions by his very existence. Only now, stirred by Melania's affirmation, has much intrigue truly settled on what lies beyond that quiet exterior. Supporting the idea that quiet nature masks intelligence and great ambitions for him to grow into, several pieces point to said demeanor having already formed and continuing to craft how this young man will further evolve and shape his future and accomplishments. The Thanksgiving conversation presented Barron as one who could bridge the gap between tradition and progressiveness. He is a symbol of a deeply steeped business family and leans toward advanced technology. Still, others have noted that possibly he may have also received that alignment of interests leading his choices for the balance of his career. What could very well be said definitively is that Barron Trump's meeting with Elon Musk gave new wind to speculation for whatever possibilities there are of the young man's aspirations. Melania's post was filled with all the warmth and camaraderie that seemed to define the Thanksgiving dinner. The intimate dinner, in celebration of Trump's victory, was attended by the extended Trump family and close associates like Musk. It humanized both figures a little more, seeing the relatable scene of Barron and Musk deep in conversation. This interaction with Musk, though, has offered Barron a little release from that guarded self. More than ever, interest in what Barron will be up to later in life rises amid the increased public curiosity about the young man. Will he also follow his father into business or even politics? Or will he forge his path, maybe in technology or the creative field? As of now, it might be too early to say, but the revelations from Musk and Melania give a hint of what Barron is capable of. To hold a conversation with a mind considered among the most innovative in the world speaks volumes about his potential to make a difference in whatever field he may choose, having both intellect and curiosity. The Thanksgiving dinner at Mar-a-Lago might have been a private family affair, but its revelations had far-reaching effects. Musk's admiration for Barron and Melania's candid comments about him have served to break all types of perceptions about the youngest Trump, catalyzing an even newer wave of interest in his life. As he grows and develops, the world will probably become even more fascinated with him, and we are likely to see more moments such as this, giving them rarely seen peeks into the life of Barron Trump. For now, Barron is an enigma, a bundle of possibilities wrapped up in the privacy his parents have so studiously maintained. With the various revelations over Thanksgiving, it seems now that there is so much more to Barron Trump than what meets the eye. A conversation with Elon Musk showed not only intellectual curiosity, but a far more engaging and dynamic personality than many had come to expect. Whether he decides to take center stage or strike out on his own, one thing is for sure: the world will be watching Barron Trump. As Barron Trump has grown, so have his interests, in areas that could indicate a likely trajectory, influenced by both sports and business, while being very close to the legacy of his father, Donald Trump. Much of Barron's life has been kept from the limelight, but the few glimpses into his passions and involvements seem to be charting his own path with nods toward the spheres that define his family's influence. In all these, Barron has shown a keen interest in sports, especially soccer. He has been involved in both viewing and being an active player. During Donald Trump's presidency, Barron played in the youth academy for DC United. On the pitch, he certainly gave a very impressive account of his capabilities. The young man's height had put him at an advantage in the game. Beyond the skills he displayed on the pitch, his involvement in such games teaches him qualities often mentioned as foundational in business ventures by his father. The strategy and dynamism of soccer also might symbolize how calculated and adaptive Barron might be in whatever he gets himself into in the future. While people make guesses on the path that Barron might take, taking after his father in his business venture readily comes to mind. Looking at Barron, he seems to naturally and obviously adopt the acumen of a businessman and the disposition to engage in such endeavors. This seems to be made obvious by his interactions with figures like Musk. Many have pointed out that his participation at significant family events, such as the opening of a range of Trump Organization properties, to even rallies during the political campaigns, hints at early indoctrination in both the public and private dimensions of leadership. The building blocks of Barron's interest in business could be to bring together the Trump family branding prowess with the technological insights of his generation. His presence at major events has also sparked speculations about his future in politics. Although he is a quiet-natured boy, he was seen with his family at major rallies, state dinners, and campaign events. Tall and composed, his height drew interest, and many remarked how he carries himself with dignity like someone much older than his age. These appearances speak to the idea of training well to prepare him for a political career. These could show that he is indeed open to a political career, especially his recent exposures as one sure way to learn about campaigning, diplomacy, and governance firsthand through his father. As it appears, the public's interest in Barron isn't going away soon, with this growing interest in what he might decide to do with his life. Some guess that he would use the mix of sports and business experience toward something original, while many still believe his recent forays into politics have just initiated his leadership opportunities. Whatever he does, Barron has kept a certain mystique about him through his dual focus on personal interests and family legacy, in the hope that he will forge his identity while contributing to the wider Trump family narrative. Indeed, all eyes will be on the transition of Barron Trump to maturity, as many await how his decisions will lead in shaping his legacy. Let us know your thoughts about this in the comments, and we will see you in the next one.